All right, I got you recorded, and I'm give it about 2 more minutes. Give time for a few more people to hop on, and then I'm gonna get it started real quick. Be right back. All right, cool. So we live, we live, we live. Let's finna get it. All right. So most of y'all already know me. My name is Reggie. See me in Chart Talk every now and then. As far as you know, I really enjoy being on these charts. I enjoy the time. I enjoy the thrill. I enjoy learning it. All this and that. What I'm finna go through, this is a very basic beginner video because I had to realize and understand, like, we still have like a lot of new people that's just coming in or that's about to come in. So a lot of people, they want to know, or they should know how to use TradingView. So that's all I'm gonna go over. With signing up and making an account, the account is free. So you don't have to worry about paying or anything like that. But what I want to go over is basically like how it will look as soon as you get on TradingView or as soon as you start off. So I know for some people, like when it first start off, their chart will probably look like this blue line, and then you'll probably see an indicator at the bottom. That indicator being volume right here. Okay, so when you first start on TradingView, this how exactly it's gonna look. You're gonna see that little wavy thing, this little wavy line bar with area at the bottom, and then you got volume at the bottom. Hold on. Hey, drop a 3-3 chat. Drop a 3-3-3 in the chat if y'all can hear me. All right, bet. Okay, cool. If y'all can't hear me, just let me know. Maybe I need to talk up something or something. But anyway, so this is how it's gonna look when you start off. So like basic functions, I'm gonna just go like basic from like all over the whole screen. So up here, you see you got your time bars. This is where you can click on different times of the charts. I'm actually gonna change this back to the candles, and this is how you change it back. You got your top part. I guess you can say about like the third button to the top. This is when you can click different types of candles or different types of ways you can look at the chart. Bar chart is more like old school. I can still understand it, but we don't really go for that. We usually go for this candlestick chart. And then if you want to change it up, you could do hollow candles, which is pretty much the same thing. This is pretty good too if you want to spot out like highs and lows. Like I've seen a lot of people use these as like a good form. It gives you less detailed information, but like if you're more of like a technical trader, then this is like real good because you see this low right here. You seen how it came all the way back to that low. Like somebody could have like played off of that area. This is the line chart. I usually use that for like stocks and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like all of these down here, they still work the same too, but they actually work on like high time frames. But the gist of it, we usually stick with this candlestick chart. You got the times all over here. If you want to add an indicator, like the MAs or like the RSI, I'll use RSI for example. It's not on here. Let's see. RSI, you type it in right here. You can put a star next to it, mark off the star. There we go. So now it's always in your favorites. So all you got to do is just go here and you'll see it real quick. And then you'll see the RSI like pop up at the bottom. And just like pretty much just like fiddle with it a little bit. It's not too hard. You just have to be kind of careful because TradingView like kind of sensitive. Like I'm sure I'll do it. I'll end up like clicking too many times. It's real sensitive on the clicks. But yeah, you can bring the RSI up. Like if you want to look at that. If you don't know what the RSI is, it's pretty much like a tool that measures like how prices like overbought or oversold. So usually once you see it go too high, usually like above the 70% or between the 70 and 80%, then you should start seeing like a pullback of a sort, or maybe like a pull down. And then same thing for if it's going up too high, then you'll see it pull down a little bit. Let me see if I can give an example. And this is like, no, this is ugly. Hold on. Let me go for another one. GBP USD. It's not falling right. Okay, there we go. This one look good. This is how we would actually look at it on MetaTrader. So, and the same thing you see, like for those of y'all might see this little bottom part on y'all chart on MetaTrader. That's what this is. It's the RSI. So if you see it go too low, below this 20% or this 30% level, then you can probably expect for a little pull up, and that's exactly what happened right here. You seen it dip down, dip low again on the RSI, and then started working its way up. So that's where you can find your indicators. This is more for like stocks. I haven't really used it myself. That's more for like formulas and stuff like that. If you want to set an alert, you can set it right here too. So that way you won't have to wait. You won't have to watch your phone or watch the chart until it hits your area. You can just come up here, click add an alert, and then add whatever alert you want. Like let's say I go into the future. Let's say we wanted like a sell of GU and we wanted it to come down. And I'm finna go through all of these over here too. But let's just say we want to go down real quick. And let's say you wanted an alert up to let you know that when prices crosses up here. You can click this button up here, or you can just go over to the side where this little plus sign is, and you can just click that plus sign, and then it'll do the same thing. And then you just add an alert. And if you want to go back and edit it, tap it 2 times. And then, you can, if pretty much like TradingView will give you a message, especially if you got it on your phone. Like if you got the app, that's even better, because like it'll send you like the same little alert or the same little ringtone to your phone. And then you can say GBP USD crossing 3322. Or I usually say something like time to sell, something like that. That way I already understand like what's going on. So that's pretty much like all the basics at the top. One thing that is good, that's like the favorite. Like if you really, really, really gonna be on the charts like this probably going to be your best tool. If you have the Pro Plan, the thing is like $15. You can do this replay feature on any chart. But I don't have the Pro Plan no more. Like I'm not gonna I don't need a Pro Plan. So you can use this replay up top, and let's say you wanted to back test this little area right here. You would just put your replay bar maybe like right here, and then you'll see the rest go away. So that's good for back testing. I used to use this a lot. I used to use this a whole lot. So let's say we testing this, right? We looking at the chart, and we probably say something like, I want price to dip down here and then take off and go up. So I have my position size. I'm gonna go over to all the drawing tools in a little minute. And if y'all got any questions, y'all already know, like y'all go ahead and drop them in the chat. I'll answer whatever questions y'all got. Let's say I had this prediction box. This is replay mode. And then assume I want to take it up here. The little replay box is right here. So I'm going to say, all right, let's go in forward time and let's see what was happening with this trade. And then you can pretty much like click it a couple of times. It'll start moving around, or you can just control the speed. Just let it play by itself, like so. Press the square. Press the little triangle. And then you'll see pretty much like it's doing its own thing, moving pretty slow. I guess it didn't dip down too low to my area, but that's good for back testing. Like if you really want to back test your charts and understand what's going on, then that can be good to like test your strategies and so on and so forth. So now let me just jump to the drawing tools real quick. I hope I'm not going too fast. Like if I am, y'all can definitely like slow me down and stop me whenever. I'm gonna go back in time It's like practice something. Yeah, let me get out of that. Go back. So man. All right, bet. So you go to this top one. This is the trend line. This is usually like the first one. And this is good for like if you want to like point out like a certain trend or where things is going. Let's say this is an uptrend, right? You see this low, you see this high, you see this low again, and then you see it working its way up, right? So we all know that this is an uptrend. So instead of just like if you want to have a drawing for the uptrend, you can just do this. Boom. Understanding that's your uptrend right there. And then this side over here, that's your uptrend. So that way now you have like a certain area like plotted off. So all of these indicators and these charts and these tools, we use them to pretty much like put the charts in our head of understanding of what we want to happen or want to go on. So we was going up this whole time, right? And then like you see that we was going up, and then this move right here, this is the move that broke structure and it started making this down move. So what we would say, I would probably draw a line over here in this little corner. This is saying that we're going down. And then you can do like a couple of different things. I'll bring this up in the middle. This right here can change the color depending on whichever one you want. You know, you say blue, go here, say purple. You can even change the size of the line, make it thick. That's what I usually do. Like when I'm playing off a higher time frame, I use thicker lines. And then when I play off of like small time frames or like really thin structure levels, then I use a thinner level. That same thing with that line, you can make it dotted to represent different things. This is all to represent like different lines. I can show it like on one of my charts why I have so many lines and they all mean different things. Hit your settings. If you want to add a text, like if you want to say downtrend, all you have to do is all I did, I'm gonna show it again. I went to settings right here. And then usually it'll say no text, but then you can just add a text however you feel. Make that text as big as you want. Bold or italicize it. So that's why like you see like a lot of people have words on their charts and meanings on their charts so that way they can understand and realize what's going on. Admit. Okay. So that's pretty much the trend line. And then like this whole little section right here, this is all lines. So the info line is the same thing. It just gives a little more information. Like you see, it has an information tab next to it just to show like a little bit more information. How many bars in the past, which actual angle is going down, you know, all that big stuff. I'm gonna delete that. And then as you go down more trend angle, anchor VWAP. I'm mainly going over the ones that we always use. This horizontal line, that's a real good one. I can actually show like a good strategy too that works with this. So if you haven't been on like, I'm sure Abel still uses this strategy. Like when he draws his support and resistance lines, he usually starts off on the daily, and then he'll work his way down, maybe it's like the 4 hour and 1 hour, because those lines will eventually like come back. So let's say I do want to draw these support and resistance lines because this is how I used to draw them. I would have like a nice thick line, and basically I would put it where price stops and reverses. So you see this low right here. This is where I would have my support line because this is support. Price came down, it bounced off of a few times, then returned around and went up. And this is on the daily chart too, so you know it's a very big move once these happen. It came back right here again, had another reversal. It came back right here again, another one. I would say this top part up here, and then this top part like right up here where it broke those highs. Now, if we go back in time with these support and resistance lines, you'll see how they're playing exactly again. So these are still like key structure points. Every time it comes to a structure line, you get some type of rejection. It might not always be perfect, but just by having these lines, you'll see how it already went back in time. So if you keep going forward, you can expect for it to maybe keep going past those lines. With GU right now, where it is, by using these support and resistance lines, it's kind of hard to tell, especially like with everything going on right now with the dollar. We all bearish the dollar, so we're bullish everything else. So you could see like a little bit buy up, but before you get that buy up, you might get like a little pull down to this level, because you know we break and retest. This is structure. You see we going up, and then we come back down for like a little pullback, and then right here we was just consolidating. We came up, came down, came up, came down. So it's playing around in this strong level, and then you see we went up again. So I'm not too sure, just going off of GU, but maybe we could get some type of like little breaking structure. We could possibly see like a bounce somewhere within the zone, somewhere off this area, and then break off to the upside. And now this is how I'm gonna show you how you can change up the lines, because this is a possible buy rate. So I'm gonna change this line to a dotted line, because that's letting me know that that's a potential, that's something potential that's something that could potentially happen. If that doesn't happen, my next area will be down here to the support, and then probably get another buy up. So that's just how I use my lines to like really just identify my areas. Now I already see like two good structure points for GU, which is somewhere down here and somewhere at this top of the line. So I'm just delete all that real quick. Can't have the charts messy. Go back. I'll go back up. So yeah, then we got the horizontal array, the vertical line. If you want to like mark off a particular area, I'm gonna say like I want to mark off this week alone. Then I would just put a gray line like right here. And then as I go down to smaller time frames, you'll see how it's playing again and again and again. Went down to smaller time frames. So this is letting me know, I just picked a random area, but this just let me know that this was going on in this time frame. And then let's mix it up. I'll draw the array. I would say that this is the lowest point of this week, assuming that this is the week, and then this is the highest point of that week. And then what else I want to use? Arrow. I know right now we're going sideways, so I'm gonna get a little arrow. I'm gonna make a little sideways line. And you just use all of this just to help you understand like pretty much what's going on. What else we got? I think those are the main lines that we actually use. Yeah, arrows, horizontal rays, just to give us a good point of what we need to look at. This next part is more of like intermediate type things, but they're still pretty easy to use. The main one we use in this list is the fib, the Fibonacci retracement. We love to see it a lot. Now the fib, I ain't gonna lie, like might want to have to take a note on this fib, because the fib, like it's pretty much a measuring tool, but it's a great measuring tool. It helps you like measure a move of the next thing that may happen. I'm gonna find like a quick little example. Okay, boom. This is a good one. So we see we going in the uptrend, right? From this area right here. I'm gonna mark it off like this, mark it off with a blue line. Let's say we going up. Okay, so we know we going up. Obviously we going up because we making this low, high, low, high, low, high, all the way up. We scooting up. And then if you want to confirm that again, throw a trend line on top of that. Boom, we're making our way up. So now let's use the fib. This on the 4 hour. I wish I could do replay mode on here, but I can't right now, but it's all good. So I want to measure off this low area, this low point, all the way to this high point up here, where we had this very strong swing low and this very strong swing high. And let's just assume I wanted to come back to the 50%. So fib from the low, draw it up to the high. And you see we dip back into the 50%. And then we started taking off. Remember, we're looking for buys because we're in the uptrend. So that's a good way to like really use the fib. I know y'all probably seen us use it a lot. They'll say that we usually wait for like the 88% area, but those are like for more advanced interests. But I'm not even gonna lie, like as long as you get 50% retracement of that move, then it's guaranteed 9 times out of 10 it's gonna work. Like if you didn't get the whole 50%, then you might have got like 38%, whatever, but it's all good. But the whole idea is that you can use this field, draw it from the low, draw it to like the next high, and then you still have to pull back a little bit before it makes its next move. This one didn't quite make it to the 50%, but as long as you can use it, it's very cool. I got a good example because I used it on gold this morning. So let me jump to gold. XAU, go over. This was this morning on the 5-minute. It works on every chart. It kind of works, I would say, like the smaller time frame you're on, the faster the chart will move. So like you might be in an uptrend real quick before you shift to downtrend real quick, especially like if you're messing with like pairs that are like real volatile like gold. But let's peek gang. So this move right here, this lowest point right here, all the way up here to this highest point. And just to identify the points that I'm looking at, I'm gonna mark it off with an array. And it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a yellow array. Make it thin. So this is the lowest point right here, right? I'm gonna mark it off with the array. That's the yellow line. And then come up here to this highest point. Yellow line again. Now let me go back in time. Kind of, sort of. So understanding that we got this low move, we got this high move, and it's an aggressive up move, I would expect for it to come back to at least 50% of that area. So I'm gonna draw the field from this lowest point right here, all the way up to its highest point, all the way up here. And I'm looking for that 50%. So I'm gonna draw a blue line right on top of that blue line right here at this 50%. So basically, if we hit this 50% line, assuming I wasn't looking at it at the time, if we hit this 50% line, then I'm looking for a buy up. And I'm gonna go to this prediction box and I'm gonna show y'all what that is. So with this situation, you see we came back to the 50% and then we took off to the next high. And this is gold. So, you know, gold like really move. You have your target at that high. For me, I would have had my stop loss like maybe at this 78% area just to be safe. Especially like if you're trading with the trend, it's 10 times going to work like very, very fast. But if you're trading like on a big time frame, then you have to really watch it. Like if you're waiting for a reversal, it's 9 times out of 10 not going to happen. That's why I stopped like waiting for reversals. I pretty much just try to trade with the trend. I said the T word. I got the 20 push-ups. I'm doing them after the call. But anyway, so yeah, assume that you had this trade and then you wanted that high to break. You broke that high. So I'm going to erase all of this. And I'm going to use the field one more time because I'm not going to lie. Like, if you master the field, like, you can master a lot of charts. Like, that's the only way I scalped gold this morning because of this big swing. Matter of fact, this is the swing. And this is the area of where I got in on the swing. Let me draw out the box so I can show.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
For the newcomer, for the newcomers, and we still learning the charts. Our entry points, our stop losses. It's kind of leaving us at a loss. I'm doing all kind of the videos with the graphs. I'm even coming up with lines, even the accumulation.
Accumulation, yeah.
Schematics. I'm trying, but it's a lot to try to take in. Just to place a trade. I mean,
yeah, it is a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. Like with learning everything, like it is a lot. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like I had to put my heart and soul into learning everything. But I mean, with learning all that, like you just gotta like take time, like really get used to it. And then with Wackoff, that's real. Like that's real advanced. Like that's jumping all the way to the most advanced stuff.
No, actually, it's showing me exactly what you're showing me on your charts.
Yeah.
You know, because it can line right up with exactly what you're doing. You
Yeah.
know, just one chart. But it's me understand reading it so I can place an order. You know, so I can place my entry, my
Yeah.
my stop, and my TP. Did you see?
Okay.
Can you feel me? That's
So
where I'm getting lost. Go ahead.
you talking about like specifically like with that whack out schematic, or just like with like putting in any
General,
trade
yeah, in general, because what I'm
in
doing,
general?
I'm new, so I have to start with currency.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Well, I can start off by showing like one of my strategies real quick on how I place my like stop losses and my TPs. And it's pretty much like it's more of like in a numbers thing. So let
All
me
right.
show real quick. Because like with the stop losses, I don't
Mm-hmm.
like having too big of a stop loss. Like I don't wanna get hit on a point oh one and then I lose like 50. I lose like $5 or $6 because you'll lose it so many times that you'll keep like I had that problem for a long time where I would have like a big stop loss and then I would keep getting in trades with bigger stop losses and keep getting in trades. So for my understanding, like when my stop loss get hit, like I'm
Mm-hmm.
just out the trade. Like I'm just done.
Okay.
So let's
But
say, oh,
sometimes they've been giving me trades with stop losses. They went in reverse after the stop loss, and I'm new, and even I can know when I'm losing money.
oh yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Like a good example is what happened this morning, because this
Okay.
was Euro USD this morning. Well, this morning, the one that Kirko sent out, that one actually hit, but a lot of people like they were playing. This is more advanced, but I'm gonna just give an example of like how it goes. Like a
Okay.
lot of people would have been trying to play off this candle. So what I mean by that, they would have had it like a sell limit set like right here on top.
Right.
And assuming that they didn't want it to break past this candle, they would have had their stop loss set like right here.
Okay.
Which is cool because they don't want it, they don't expect it to go past this area. That's how I set my limits. Like when I set my trades out, like I
Mm-hmm.
don't expect it to go past this area. And if it goes past this area, then you'll see like I'm pretty much off the trade. And that's what happened this morning. Like a lot of people had sell limits right here and they already got stopped out because their stop loss was too tight in a sense. So
And aren't you
if you
supposed to
want
close it out? Aren't you supposed to close it out then when it goes past your stop loss?
to,
Because if you're not
yeah, like
making any money, you losing money, right?
exactly, like if it goes, if this is stop loss and it goes past that area, then like like you can pretty much like get out the trade. Like if you don't have it set, then you got to get out because your idea, basically your idea or your prediction that you had, it was invalid.
Okay.
So it's best for you to pretty much get out.
Yeah, that's what
One,
I've been running into. I'm just, because uh, I'm trying my best to keep
yeah,
up with the graphs and now am I using the Fuji when like say I pull up a pair,
hmm
right, and I'm looking at this graph and then what direction it's going in, its highs and its lows, right?
yeah,
I'm supposed to enter in that Fuji to see where, like you were saying, your 50%,
yeah,
where you can enter in, right? That's what you said, where I'm
yeah.
going to enter into the trade. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's a good entry point. It's a strategy. Like I'm gonna throw it out because we
Okay.
use it a lot. So like
Okay.
some people like they use it different. So like I ain't gonna lie, like Ryan, like I don't think Ryan on the call, but he do it sometimes in the mornings. Like he'll draw his Fibonacci from this high all the way to this low.
Okay. Oh, I see
And
what you
then
mean.
yeah, and his entry, well, I marked it off orange. His entry would be somewhere around these orange lines up here.
Okay.
But I'm saying like for most people, like you can put your entry at this 50% too. You just have to like watch your stop loss. So like with this one,
Mm-hmm.
let's say we played off it as a numbers way. I would have put like a sell limit right here at this 50%.
Okay.
And then my stop loss, decently, I do like a 30 pip stop loss. So
Okay.
I would have squeezed it in about like 35 pips. Well, about like 30 pips.
For
And you
profit.
see like
For profit. For profit.
what
The,
well for
you
stop loss. So if it
okay.
hits my stop loss, it'll take me out at 30 pips, which would be like $3 on the point oh one.
Okay.
But at the same time, if I would have taken this trade and I would have took it like all the way down here,
Mm-hmm.
then that would have been probably like about 212 pips. So technically, like you risking $3 to get about like $21 back.
Okay.
And the psychology is like you should be comfortable with losing that $3. You should be like, oh, like if it hit $3, like it shouldn't be nothing.
No, that
And that's
doesn't
actually
bother me at all. I like playing. I like playing with money because we ain't doing nothing else with it but spending it. So this is
exactly.
very, very good for me. But I'm trying to get all the help that I can because I got a daughter in it, and all of them do good, but they ain't putting people on the bandwagon. You got to put it in when you in a group. You supposed to make sure this group advances as you advance. Did you see my point? That's the purpose of being in a trade group, that everybody's advancing, and if they're not, you're supposed to help them to advance to get up. Because most people can learn this. There's more people learning than not learning.
Exactly. So it takes time to learn. Like it does take a lot of time to learn, especially like if you already got like a job, or if you got school, or if you got your regular life that you got to attend to. Then like taking the time out to learn.
Right here. I'm just sitting right here on disability. That's why I got into it, because I can just sit back. I'm through with my 9 to 5. I'm gonna do I'm getting ready to open a business too. It was nonprofit, but I wanted to learn this because I don't mind the little bit of money because it comes in, and I like taking some of the risks if I can put some in there and take that 0.02, 0.05, that because I'm all over the YouTube and internet, and people are making money. You got to admit, people are making money, and that's why y'all talk to us so that y'all can help us make money. But I just need more people to be able to, especially when you're young, especially within your first few weeks, you got to feed them. You got to feed them something to build confidence. You have to build confidence. You can't just leave somebody out there on their own. And I know everybody want to make money, but everybody still can make money together. That's the purpose. Isn't that the purpose?
It's a team thing. So like it's all good though. But we out here to help each other. Brianna, to ask your question, on the weekly. Like
I'm Brianna's dad. I'm Brianna's dad.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Straight up.
Hey, that's live. The family is in the business. That's live. But no, we go back. Like I go back to the weekly because like I'm a swing trader, so I try to go I try to go far back. Like I try to go far back as much as I can to get like the big swings. So like if we're looking at this weekly, let me see.
Aren't we supposed to make money off the big drops? Because we stay, because you staying in the sell mode. Aren't you supposed to make money off the big drops?
Yeah, like if you see like in sales, then like you definitely get it. You definitely get in on the sales, especially if you see this drop. But if you see it starting to get ready to turn around, I'm not too sure when it's going to turn around. And I do look for swing trades because I like to hold my trades. But let's assume this is the bottom, y'all. Right. So like this is the weekly. So I know y'all can't really see it, but y'all see this last candle all the way down at the bottom. This green doji candle. I'm gonna assume that price wants to break out of this candle real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that we want to go up. And this is more advanced, but this is called an order block. An order block is when you see this big selling pressure, and then you see random like bullish candles inside of it, especially when it's like dojis. Then that's how you know like this is like a bank manipulated move. Okay. So my prediction is that we're coming back. I'm gonna make this red. My prediction is that we'll come back probably right here.
Okay.
Before we see another big drop to the downside.
Okay.
So that's on the weekly. Now I'm gonna go down to the daily, and then just to understand like what range we playing in right now. And like right now, it look like we consolidating. So we might consolidate for a little minute before we actually get that buy up. And I don't like trading consolidation. So when I see this, I pretty much just leave it alone. Like, I don't really have no prediction no more. I had a prediction this morning. It already played out, but then it came back and closed. This prediction I had this morning. It was like, let me see. And this was a good example because I had it set like down here. My stop loss. This is what I mean by like the numbers game, because again, like my entry was like right here at this candle.
Okay.
At this red candle. And my stop loss, I had it like 30 pips. And then I wanted to go up all the way up here.
Okay.
To actually break that high. But you see, I actually got the move, and that's because my stop loss was wide. So it only did like a few pips until my stop loss, and then we took off to the upside.
So you got more pips in that order, just above your stop loss? Did you gain more pips for profit?
Yeah, I gained more pips. Like at the end of the day, when I closed out this trade, I actually let it go for about like 40 pips before I closed out. So yeah, it was about like right here when I closed. Well, it was about like right here early in the morning. And then as time passed, it never moved. So like it stayed at about 40 pips.
Okay.
So that was the move I got this morning. But this goes back into swing trading. I remember Brian just asked about it, or like going back to the higher time frames, because you see, like I'm playing like way back off the daily. And then as I dip down to lower time frames, I can see like inside of the move basically.
Oh, I see what you mean. I
so yeah, I go from high time frame and then just work my way down, so on and so forth. So that's what the fib for day trades, like for trading every day. A lot of people use the 4 hour and the 1 hour.
Yeah, that's what we're using.
Yeah, the 4 hour and the 1 hour, those ones that work real good. I'm gonna go to a random one. NZD, USD. I haven't dealt with it in a minute. So, like again, like the higher time frame you go, the more you use. The 15 minute cool too. I'm gonna jump down to the 15 minutes to show that. But let's say this is the 4 hour. Where we going right now? Okay, so we in the uptrend, and we can all see because we're working our way up. Ooh, right. We're working our way up this whole time. So I'm expecting more upside. So I have to keep expecting more buys. And it looked like we've been sliding down a little bit. Let's assume for me, if y'all know about, I just told y'all about the order blocks. So the order block would be like the last candle before we see that reversal. This is the last down candle before we seen that big up move.
Right, yeah.
So I'm gonna mark off this bottom and I'm gonna mark off this top. So now
would somebody would have got in the market right there before that big upswing there and made pips?
Yeah, somebody could have got in like on that big move before they seen it go up. Like somebody could have been playing it like back in time like this. I don't got the replay mode, so I can't even show it that well. But let's just assume, like if somebody did want to get that buy up, especially like if it was somebody in our team, like they probably would have been playing. They wanted to make this high break up here because we're making uptrends. Like when we're going up, we're making new highs. So they would want for this high to get broken.
Right.
So assume that they did like see this close as a bearish candle. They probably would have got in right here at the bottom.
Okay.
Maybe set like a 20 pip stop loss. You have to be watching it. You have to be ready. But you can set like a 20 pip stop loss to some imbalances. Oh, they real significant. I'm gonna show that in a minute too. It's like a 20 pip imbalance. I mean, 20 pip imbalance. A 20 pip stop loss, and then they target would have been this high right here. And if they did get in right here at this candle, then yeah, they would have made pips off that. That would have been like 96.
Oh, see, that ain't nobody trying to volunteer to give me that entry level to get those 96 pips.
Because you gotta be like your entry points, you have to like understand exactly not exactly, but you have to have a good idea of where you're gonna come back to.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. You got to have like a good, but like that's why we just mark off like all the time, so that way we always like ready. You know,
Okay.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Right. But it's
So,
still an opportunity to make a few pips, especially for
of
the
course,
ones that's starving, starving for a
hey,
few months.
that,
I
that
don't like
strategy.
to do no pennies. I want to do $1 at a time. I don't mind losing a couple dollars, but I can't
Yeah.
stand trying to lose a couple pennies. That's driving me crazy.
Yeah, it'll get you irritated. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it'll get irritated, like for real. But it all come into play. Hey, 20 pip and dip. That's a good strategy that everybody use. You get your 20 pips. You make your 20 pips equal about $10 or however much, and then you dip. You get your money, and that's it. But imbalances. Let me go over that real quick. So an imbalance is when you see a very, very big candle like this. This is a very, very big candle.
Right.
Basically saying that it was nothing but sales.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mark that off with a rectangle.
Does anybody make money off the big giant candle like that with sales?
Yeah, if you like get in at a good time, then like you can definitely like get in for that sale.
You would be 50% of that candle or at the top of it?
Well, you talking about like getting in for it?
Yeah.
So like, let's say this is a good example. That's why that's crazy. That's what I'm about to get to. So like, you see this big candle. This is a sell. So you would expect it to come back to like 50% of that candle, of this candle in general.
Okay.
So let me draw the field. I'm gonna draw it from high. I'm gonna draw it from the top of this imbalance to the bottom of that imbalance, and that being the rectangle.
Okay.
Now what I'm gonna do, usually about like 50% of that imbalance is where we look for an entry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mark that off with the dotted green line. I'm gonna put that right here.
Oh,
I'm gonna make it thick so y'all can see. There we go. Now
that'll be
I'm gonna place it. Yeah, I'm gonna place it now. I'm gonna place it like right here at this 50%. This is my sell box, and I'm gonna assume that price is not going to pass this 88%, and we're gonna go all the way down. I never looked at NZD USD, so like I don't even know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
And just going by market structure, let's assume that we did get this sell. All right, played off the imbalance 50%. We go back in time and look exactly what happened. We got the sale. And that's like the imbalances. Like if you play it at the right time, you can definitely catch in for it. If you're learning where the market is going, you can manage your risk. Yeah, if you know exactly like what's going on and like where the market is actually going, you have a better chance of like bettering your risk. Like, you know, like you see, this is a perfect trade. So like on MetaTrader, it probably would have been red for maybe like a few times, and then like afterwards, you would have been in profit. So this trade, this was about like 14 pips for 63. So like it depends on how you leverage it. Like it can be $6.3 or it can be $12.6. It just all depends on like how you leverage it and how much you put in for that trade.
Okay.
Which
so you put in high money trades for that, or that's just all still low money trades since it's just currency?
Now all the trades, like they can be low money or high money. It just depends on like how much you put in for the trade. So like let's say like me and you, like me, I like to be careful. So I'm not even gonna lie, like I still play around with 2.02s, 0.03s. But somebody else who has like a much bigger account, they probably can play around with like 0.05s, 0.06s. And then like as you know, the more money you get, the better trader you are. Then you can play with 0.1s, 0.2s, risk $10.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to at least do 0.1.
Yeah, 0.1. So let's say if you did a 0.1 on this trade, this would come back to about like $63.9. So $63.90, and you're risking $14 for that trade. So like you're risking $14 for $63. Like, you know, like and if you hold for a little bit longer, like if you just understand where you're going, if you hold it for a little bit longer, you could have came all the way down here for like 90 pips. That would have been $90.
Wow.
So, yeah, the power, like literally, the power is in the stop loss. Like that's where everything is. Like if you got too big of a stop loss and you lose too much money, then you know it's terrible. But if you got like a nice stop loss and you can manage it, then it's cool.
Do you manage it as the market's going, or you got to manage it at the right point? But can you change that stop point? Not in the middle of a trade, no.
So like if you like I seen Trade do it a couple of times. Like if you in a trade and you got like a 0.03 or like a 0.04 and you like 20 pips in profit, then you can close out some of that 0.04. Like you can close out like half of it or however much you want to keep back.
Okay.
I don't really like doing that personally. Like instead of me putting a 0.04, I like to do like 1.01, another 0.01, another 0.01, another 0.01.
Okay.
That's just me personally. I like to have mine split up so that way I can see it like as it's rolling in the trade.
Okay.
Exactly, the partials. Because like for me, like what I do, I can show a good example right here on the 1 hour. Yeah, let me show it on the 15-minute. I know you asked about that. Okay, so the 15-minute short, this was, and this one I'm gonna use the tools again. So the vertical line, this gray line right here, I'm gonna make this boom. So this gray line, all of this is 7 in the morning. And then I'm gonna make this gray line. So all of this was New York. All of this happened this morning.
Oh wow.
So let's say we did get in for a buy, like right here.
Okay.
So we got in for a buy. Actually, yeah, we got in for a buy. I'm gonna jump down to the 1 minute so I can get like really, really, really technical. Because I do this on MetaTrader a lot.
Okay. That's what I'm on, MetaTrader. I ain't got no choice.
Yeah, MetaTrader work good too. Euro USD. Shout out to Kirko. Kirko was nice with the Euro USD this morning. Extremely, extremely nice. It was very crazy.
And ain't nobody give me no numbers. Ain't nobody give me no numbers. I didn't get numbers all morning.
Were you up this morning?
Like I was about up to what?
About like 6:30?
I had just went to bed about 5. They always do that after I go to bed. And no, see, that's what they do. See, I was set up all night. I just sat up Wednesday night till 6-something. Almost 7 o'clock. And man, nothing came my way. Nothing came my way.
You missed the trade because like at like 6-something this morning, I had just woke up. Kirk had just sent the trade out. And I put it in my phone. It stalled around for a few minutes. But then when I was at work, I looked at my phone. Shoo! Hey, 40 pips in profit, buddy.
Well, how come I can't get any of them, you know, how they be sending out, the, you know, the trades, the entry, the stop
It's the notifications. I'm gonna show you how to like.
I ain't been getting none.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you how to set it up on your phone so that way you know you can always be ready for them. But
all right.
So like with this, let's say we entered on AUD USD, right? We got it on this buy. Partial trading, like instead of me putting in a 0.04 right here at this entry point, I'm gonna put in a 0.01. And then when it dips down here, I'm gonna put in another 0.01. And when it dips down lower, I'm gonna put another 0.01. And if it comes down here, I'm gonna put another 0.01. So now, like all of my trades add up, and you see, like once they finally fly in profit, all of those 0.01s are in profit.
Oh,
and it just keeps you safer. It keeps you from losing less money. Like let's say you did 3.01s and all of them hit stop loss. Like you won't lose $3. You'll lose probably like 2.7 or 2.6. I mean, you'd rather lose 2.6 than for you to lose 3.
Right.
So
that's cool.
That's what.
I'm just trying to work the market the way everybody else is working it and get those pips in for profit.
Yeah. Man,
so while we do this, we ain't doing it for nothing, right?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time though. Like, it took me forever. Like I've been trading. I actually been trading for about a year, but like I was just talking to Cam. I was just talking to Cam about it yesterday. Like I had my learning process, and now it's time for me to actually like show my value, show what I learned. Because like I done learned a lot. Like this trade thing is like walking through the fire for real.
But then again, but then again, if I can't really explain it to nobody, I'm gonna be paying that $170 a month. It ain't like they renting me. I don't want nobody renting me. I'm renting
Yeah, I
me.
feel you. You trying to get your money's worth. So,
Yeah.
if you talking to me, yeah, I stay in Third Ward.
Hello.
But yeah, you trying to get your money's worth, and like I feel that like your money gonna be worth like Kirko said yesterday. Like the only way you lose is if you quit. Like, like that's crazy for real, because like the breaking point comes out of nowhere. I was losing like earlier this week, and then like shout out to Kirko, I came up off of EU, USD Chef. I pulled that too. I pulled Google too. So like, you have your bad days, and then out of nowhere, it's just like boom, you just have a good day. Like,
okay,
yeah, it's just crazy.
No, I know it's the market's always complicated because they more a lot of them want your money more than they want to give out money.
Sure,
that's a given. But long as I can learn the concept, cause I don't want to be paying those $1,700, and then I still haven't even made $100, for the whole year. Do you see my point? Because
I know what you mean.
That's how long if it's gonna take me a long time. But I'm not.
I was talking to my friend about that the other day. Like people, like when they come in, the main thing that's gonna like keep them rolling is like the fact that they're making money. Like I be seeing like I know a lot of people on different teams, and they be saying like, oh, I signed up with this team, like they don't be making no money, they don't be sending no trades. I be like, man, you need to come to my team.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. The ones that was saying like link up, bro. Definitely. I ain't gonna lie. Like I don't know. I'm not too sure when the next event in Houston is. I think it's like next week or something like that.
I don't think so. Didn't they just have a hurricane?
It ain't. We had a hurricane, but like it didn't really pass through Houston. I'm sure people still in that evacuation mode, but it kind of drifted off to like Louisiana, Lake Charles area.
Oh, they got some more out there. Y'all got to stay tuned.
For sure.
I live in Miami, so all we do is watch them go past us.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, that was good. Yeah, man. I think they out there in Miami for the retreat night right now. I was on the call earlier. That call was fine. But yeah, if we got an event this weekend, like for sure, like definitely link up, like definitely ask me about something trading, like because I'm down to talk about this like all the time. Like I just graduated. I just turned 60. I just graduated Miami Dade Community College. I got me 2 degrees, AA and my AS. Yeah.
I just finished like a week and a half ago from summer classes. I had to take one class to get my AS. I already got my AA. I just got that in May. So, I'm fresh on learning. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's going to take some time.
My mind is fresh on absorbing right now. It's not, opposed to somebody that just always been sitting around not doing shit. That's why I could pick up on this. I could pick up on it, but my mind, I had a couple TBIs, so my mind can't zero in, even though I take a lot of notes. But I'm just trying to zero. Once I can zero in, then I know if I forget something, I can go right back to my notes and say, bam, that's how I'm going to do it.
Exactly.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you good. Oh, I'm tripping. Let me drop it in here. If y'all definitely want to link up, like, I'm not too sure on the link up spots. I'm not even gonna lie, like, Taylor here. Hey, I got a message from ACC. They said they are open. So I'm not gonna lie, like, whatever campus is open, ACC, TSU, PV, man, let's mob up there. Like, let's go over there. Let's take over a little conference room, a little meeting room. Y'all stay in Beaumont, Cypress. Hey, let's link up. Like like it is what it is. Like, especially like it's on some one-on-one. Like, bro, definitely.
Are you in the platinum stages? Are you in the platinum stages?
In the platinum stages? Actually, like, I'll be honest, like, I was platinum 150 at a point in time. I didn't really hold on to the role. and then I kind of like fell off of it, and then I just been like trying to like I
Make
got
your money.
40 for the T-word. Yeah, I've been trying to. I do 60 for the T-word. I've been learning this, so now like I'm back in the mode of actually building. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I ran 2 calls. I ran one yesterday, and I ran one today by myself. So like I'm just getting in the habit of like hitting people up, inviting them to the calls, inviting them to the events, and just
Really?
building gonna take off. Especially if you just get 2, like if you just get 2, your subscription free. So like the goal is really like get those 2, so that way you ain't got to worry about like paying no subscription.
But
You always be free.
I can always get those 2, but see if I can't help them understand it, nobody else is gonna understand it for them to get in. If you know how stingy people are with money, people, you know that.
Yeah. It just depends. Like me personally, like I ain't gonna lie, like how I just did with y'all. Like if y'all want to know, even if they knew, like I'll link up. Like I'll pull up with a chart. Like I'll pull up with a chart on my phone. Like we'll pull out the laptop. Like we'll go over whatever. Talk what we need to talk about, because we all in here to make money. And I know the journey for me was pretty long to actually like get everything down packed. So I would love to like catch somebody else up to speed and like help them as best as I can, but only if they want to help. Like I don't like helping people that don't want to be helped. Like
some of them want to help, but for once you get, because I've always been a top salesman. I've been a professional collector for 25 years, so believe me, I'm fully capable of talking people into something. Very much capable.
Exactly.
But that 170 a month, and they didn't grasp a hold of getting, to most people, we can just say profit, because you say pips, they ain't gonna understand you. To make profit, so that at least it'll cover this, because people want to make money before they want to be able to grab a hold of somebody else and say, come on in here, look, we making this. Because if they're not, you see my point? If they're not, and then they paying out, and they're not getting it, even if they're getting a little bit in, even if it's like $20 or $30, but it's showing that there's something you can draw on, right? That way it makes it more enticing to bring on more people, because more people do need to know, but they also need to learn. But if they can't see, because my other daughter was in it, and she was like just totally dumbfounded, and she just dropped out, just gave it up. Just no. See,
I like that last sentence. Poor people need proof. Wealthy people just need the opportunity. Like for real, like yeah, man. I don't even know how many people I done told about this opportunity. And like shout out to EP, because he said it on the Art of the Invite, the call he had like last week. It does not take a person 3 days to get on the Zoom call. It's a Zoom call. Like you can be on the Zoom call from your phone. I don't know how long I had to like keep asking people like, hey, you gonna get on the call tonight? Hey, you gonna like, we made some money this morning. You trying to hop on the call? I'm finna link up at the trade house. You trying to come through? Like, I shouldn't have to beg, bro. Like, I shouldn't have to beg you that. Like, like come through. Like, what do people gonna like? They don't see the opportunity, and they gonna follow through.
They only people only see if there is profit that they're making, and because most people want to do shit effortlessly. That's their thing. Oh, because I don't be wanting to really do anything. That's where you keep coming into your wall, because people just lazy. People are mentally lazy. Put it that way.
Yeah, I feel you.
They're very mentally lazy. If I got to do all that, man, just to make me some money, man, I forget. You see my point?
Literally,
so there's no convincing
thousands and thousands of dollars, 20 pips, 10 dips, 100 pips, 300 pips, just because they don't feel like waking up in the morning and getting on DeLorean. Like, you was up, like, man, I don't get it, but yeah.
I get on DeLorean, and some of the people, you see how you're talking and you're getting right to the point, right?
Yeah.
I get on my DeLorean live, with their speakers or something. They got too many stories, man. Let's get down to business, They take up at least 20 minutes, almost 20 minutes of just rambling on, you know. But you're not.
You ready to get to that
This is
bag?
business. That's no. I want to get to the graphs. I want to get to what you're supposed to be talking about. Not wasting 20 minutes
Yeah.
on rambling on. Do you see my point? Because if we learning, the
Best
professor
lives.
don't sit in there and talk about his life before he go through the lesson. Do you see my point?
Yeah, I feel you. The best.
Just go
You
through
talking
the
about the
lesson.
best? Let me see. Who was that? Chris? Yeah, the best go lives.
They told me they listen to Abel.
Oh,
I'm
that's
still
John.
in the academy. Listen to Abel. Did you ever listen to him from the academy? Abel.
Man, shout out to Abel. I was watching Abel on YouTube before I even signed up. And then when I signed up, I realized he was in the group. Like Abel, like I mess with Abel's like very tough. Abel Melendez, Tyrone Foster, who else?
I ain't hit him up yet. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to hit all of them up. That's all I'm doing today. I'm just listening to them and I'm looking at my phone.
Like early in the morning. If you up at like midnight, Mike Miles, Manny Quiones, yes, those definitely. Who else?
No, I don't go to bed because I will be watching movies and shit. So that's why I knew this would be a very good opportunity for me because I'm always up in the morning. But there ain't nobody up. Ain't nobody up. And then by the time I'm tired now and I'm ready to go to bed, then everybody wants to try to get up.
Nah, I feel you.
It's
I used to have that problem too. Like I used to stay up all night and then I used to like go to sleep in the morning, like early in the morning. But now early in the morning, that's when everybody's moving around, like forage wise. So it's like if I got to get up at 3 in the morning to catch that bag, then I got to get up at 3 in the morning to catch the bag. Like
that's
what's got to do what they got to do.
I'm up. I'm right here at prime time at 3 in the morning. I'm still maybe if I wasn't playing my Call of Duty or watching a movie, I'm sitting here watching the phone, seeing somebody up, somebody going they're gonna shoot out some numbers, some entry point, some TPs, some SLs, nothing. 3, 4, damn, 5. Nobody's up. Nobody's grafting on the charts or nothing. And I'm like, man, this is some bullshit.
It be like that. I ain't gonna lie. Like I take part of that because I be working. So
and before we get up the call, make sure you give me that for the alarms because see, I can set my alarm and I can just roll right over, grab my phone, and see what's up.
Oh yeah.
Because I can always go back to sleep. I ain't got shit to do. I can always go back to sleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say because
problem.
like I used to be up during London. I used to send out trades like 2, 3 in the morning, but lately I gotta go to work in the morning. So like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm not finna stay up at 2, 3 in the morning when I gotta get up at 6. Like ready for 5 for the DeLorean. So like I really just do what I gotta do. But I ain't gonna lie, like we'll definitely like get them trades rolling because like me personally, like I've been on these charts heavy. So like whenever I see something nice that's in my area, like I tend to take it like pretty
and
much.
See,
like,
now I know now I know just about the market gonna be off for Friday and Saturday until early Sunday morning, right?
Yeah. We gonna start back cooking up Sunday at about like 4. That's when we're gonna get right back to it.
You need to keep my name.
Yeah, that's cool.
Everything in there. Sure, I get at least a little decent shout out because I'm going to learn it. I'm going to learn.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be Mr. Trader. Mr. Trade, yeah. Talk to him. I want to learn. I want to learn the same slowpoke way that you learn, but then it register and then I can periodically find my own way.
Exactly. Yeah, it takes some time. Like just keep plugging into the calls. Like like I ain't gonna lie. Like if we up early in the morning and you got to take some trades, you got to take the trades because like if you miss them and they hit profit, then it's like.
But nothing comes over. Nothing comes over my phone. I swear to God. I didn't woke up this morning. I went to bed at 4:30. Set my clock to 7 o'clock. jump, grab my phone. Let me see if somebody. It was nothing there, bro. It was nothing there. Nothing there.
Yeah.
I went back for another couple hours to about maybe 8 or 9. Nothing there. Nothing there. I was like,
yeah,
man,
we be having our weeks. We be having some weeks where we be hitting all the time, and then we have some weeks where we just like really like, take it easy. But we always gonna have it rolling. Like me personally, I ain't gonna lie. Like for those that was looking, like I actually just like set something up like real quick just by looking at it. And this is potential. Like I'm gonna keep this as an idea. I'm not gonna send it out because remember it's Friday, so we're not gonna get like a lot of action anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But you see like what I did, like from the high to the low.
I'm looking right at it.
Right at this 50%. You can play off this 50%, but for me, I'm gonna play it like up here in the 78% area.
Okay.
So when it comes up here, this is gonna be risking about like 28 pips for 80 pips. So that's $2.8 for $8 on 0.01. And that's a pretty good trade. But this is just an idea that I'm cooked up. And you see I cooked it up by, using all these tools. Right. Yeah, just using trading view. Like it's gonna take a minute to learn it, but the more you practice it, the more you'll catch on to it.
Got the trade view, but me trying to use that Fuji, ain't that the it's called?
What is it?
The food, all the lines and stuff. Ain't that the Fuji?
Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah, no, all the lines. Where you come with the in there.
Oh, you talking about these?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are Fibonacci lines. So,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I want to learn. So
okay, so like I'm gonna go over that one more time. You said how I get the ruler. The ruler is over here to this little corner, this little measuring tool. Let me go out. So you pop out this ruler. This is just to measure, like if you want to measure a candle. Let's say I want to see how many pips this candle is. I'll put it at the bottom, and then I'll just take it up to the top.
Okay.
And then you'll see like where it say 47.4. That's really just 47.4 pips. So that's how you use the ruler. And with this pip, like it's a lot of ways you can set it up. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna run it from the top. I know I'm still on the call. I hope ain't nobody else got a call. Oh, Shania got a call. So okay, I'm finna run this off real quick, and then I'm finna finish up. So we got the field. Draw from the high to the low. I'm gonna start it from. Okay, this is how it's actually gonna look when you draw out the field, and this is not like how we pretty much use it. Okay. So you can go to the settings, coordinates. No. Okay, so style. You'll go to style. And then you'll have.
Where do I find that? Where am I going to be finding that FIB?
The FIB right here.
When I go on the chart and then go to the top.
Yeah, go to the corner on this side, and then you'll see it'll have all these like pitchforks and stuff. It'll be right here, Fibonacci field retracement. Okay. And then you're pretty much like you'll pull it out here. I'm gonna go to the settings. I don't know how to do the colors. Oh, use one color. Use one color. I'm gonna say white. And you see how the whole field pretty much is like lit up white. Yeah. Background. I'm gonna take the background off. Okay. And go up. And you see like the coordinates on the side. They're pretty much the same ones that I was just using. 0, 26, 38.2. But we don't use the 26, so I'm gonna go up here to 26%. Take that off. Okay, boom. And then we had two more in here. We had the 718 and the 88, but I'm just gonna leave it like this just so you can understand. If you want to add in more, then you just come over to the side, and then you'll just like, come to this one. I'm gonna say 0.78. No, right, 0.71. And then you see it popped up right here in the middle. Right. So that's how you can add and take off fibs. And then once you pretty much got it set, then you can use it just on whatever chart. I'm gonna use it on this one that I just used it on the first time. And you see it came back like It came back a little bit off. Wait, let me see.
Right.
No, it's supposed to go down here. Okay, boom. So yeah, it came right here, and then if I bring everything back to normal, boom. Okay, so yeah, if it does come back to the 7.88% area, then I'll be looking for the sale. But you know, that's just an idea. But it actually looks good, so I'm gonna be more inclined to take that sale. If it comes, then I'll definitely send it out. But this is not gonna be like tonight. Like this definitely gonna be like next week because the markets are closed or they're about to close.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I ran a lot of information down. I ran down a lot of stuff.
No, it was very, very insightful. Very,
Appreciate
insightful.
it for real. I just ain't want to. I know somebody else got a call right now, so I don't want to I don't want to cut into nobody else's call. So
no. Go on, do your thing, because you got to finish up anyway. I just wanted to get. You gave me very insightful. I'm good.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Like I'm just gonna end it now because like everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. Like just the fields, the lines, all that good little stuff. I can do another call on the weekend because I'll be doing the same thing this weekend, marking no charts. I'll just drop a link. And
just drop the link because all I'm gonna do is sit here on this stupid phone. I don't do nothing with it. Can't
it's all good.
Know that.
I ain't gonna lie, I miss y'all on Saturday mornings too. I was running Saturday mornings. I'll do it. I'll do it again. I definitely wouldn't mind. It was I'll run these calls whenever. This just.
Oh, what time? What time normally Saturday morning? Because I'm a late
I used to
movie.
run them at 10 in the morning.
Good.
You know,
that'll be good because I can always set my clock. Cause my clock is always ahead. So when I wake up, when I wake up, it's I'm ahead of time instead of at that time.
Yeah.
That's how I do.
Saturday morning, 10 o'clock. It's set. I'm gonna drop a link, and if y'all want to hop on, hop on to get some niggas. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna end it there. I appreciate everybody that hopped on. I definitely did record. So if you need to record and hit me up, you see me in the chart talk or whatever. Appreciate everybody for hopping on. Hope y'all have a good night.
What's your name? What's your name?
My name's Reggie. Reggie in Chart Talk.
Okay.
Or in Discord.
All right, I'm KC, Reggie.
All right, nice to meet you, man.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Good. Yeah, no problem. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
All right. Peace out.
All right, peace out.